Broadcast on 911.
Hello?
Broadcast on 911. Can I help you?
Hello? My mom and dad are dead. Please, come hurry. Hurry.
Okay, honey. Are they bleeding?
Yeah, they're dead.
Okay, honey. It's all right. Just stay with me, okay? What is your name, honey?
Brooklyn Reynolds.
It's the 8th day of June in 2017. 16-year-old Brooklyn Reynolds is on the phone with emergency services. She's telling the operator that she believes her parents are dead. She begins to go into detail about the horrific crime scene that she has witnessed.
Okay, how long have you been up?
Like 15 minutes.
Okay, all right. Stay
My
on the
dog was outside, and I was looking for her, and I walked around
501.
to the back deck, and the door was shot out.
Okay, hold on just a second for me, honey. All right, honey. Okay, where are they at? Where are they at in the home?
They're in the bedroom, the back bedroom.
Okay.
Please hurry.
Yes, ma'am.
Please send somebody.
Okay, I'm sending them right now, okay?
When the police arrived on the scene, they would find Brooklyn and her two sisters were alive and well. But their parents, 35-year-old Chara Bryant, and her husband, 37-year-old Henry, were found brutally shot to death in the master bedroom of their home. On that day, the police would begin interviewing the surviving family members in an effort to learn why someone would want to kill the loving couple, especially considering they left everyone else in the home unharmed. Okay, welcome back. So the footage in this case has never been seen before. The case itself, a lot of you will be familiar with. It was a high-profile case from the mid-2010s. Very interesting, but believe it or not, you don't know all you think you know about this case. I was blown away as I listened to the other interviews in it. I was like, oh, I didn't know all that. So we're going to really be nosy in this sucker, and I'm playing everything. I'm putting the audios involved with it, and we're going to make a series out of it. This is episode number 1, and I'm going to tell you right now, this will knock your socks off when you hear all the details in this case. It's going to blow your mind. So if you're nosy like me and you want to know everything, then get ready. Go ahead and put a nose in the comment section if you're nosy like me. Let's get it.
Okay, so today is June the 8th, 2017. It is 9:07 in the a.m. This is Detective Loudermilk with the State Police. And I'm conducting a death investigation at North Wilderness Road, which is in Rockcastle County. I have 2 victims at this location, and I am interviewing a female juvenile that was present at the house. Can you tell me what your name is?
Brooklyn Reynolds.
Brooklyn. Is it Brook?
Yeah.
Can you spell it for me?
Lyn.
Okay. I would mess it up, Brooklyn. Rey?
Mm-hmm.
Nolds?
Yeah.
Okay. Brooklyn, what's your birthday? Really? Okay. No, I say really because the other girl that rode with me.
We're a month apart.
Yeah, her birthday is June the 6th. So the ironic thing is I have a son who's, I thought she said the 7th, so I have a son who was born on June the 7th. And I have another son who's born July the 6th. That's weird. Okay. Do you know your social security number, Brooklyn? Okay. Brooklyn, before I ask you anything other than who you are, I want you to know you're not in trouble. You're not you're not a suspect of anything wrong. You're not being charged with anything. I'm not reading you your rights. I don't even you did nothing wrong. I just want to find out a little bit of some details of what you know, if anything. So I only want you to know. Tell me what you can think, what you heard, what you know to be true, and what you've seen. So let's back up just a little bit. How are you related to our victims?
Well, Chara was my mother.
Chara?
Yeah.
Okay. What can you spell?
Chara.
Okay, Chara was your mom.
Yes, and Henry was my stepdad.
Okay, what was Chara's name?
Chara Bryant.
And she married is Henry Bryant?
Yeah.
Okay. What was Chara's maiden name?
Witt. Witt.
Okay. And it was Henry Bryant?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know Chara's birthday?
I don't know the year.
It's okay.
But she's...
Okay. Okay. Do you live with her?
Yes.
Okay.
My mom and my dad have joint custody.
Understand. Okay, but you stay with mom. Okay. So today is Thursday. But you were there last night.
Yes.
Okay. Had you all been anywhere recently?
We went to Florida for about 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then whenever we came home, it was 3 p.m. Then we went to...
When did you come home? What day?
Yesterday.
Okay, so you got home on the 7th.
Yes.
At 3 p.m.?
Yes.
And that was from Florida?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Where'd you go in Florida?
We went to Destin, Panama, and then Cape San Blas.
Oh, wow. For 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys drive down or fly down? Or
We drove.
You drove?
With a camper.
Oh, cool. It's a long haul, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty. Did you have good weather?
No.
No.
They had like a tropical storm down there.
Oh, no. Okay, so you guys went to Florida for a couple of weeks, got here yesterday about 3 o'clock.
Yes.
Okay. After you got here, kind of tell me a little bit of what's happened since 3 o'clock yesterday.
We unpacked everything and we relaxed for a little bit. And then around 4:35, we went to El Cazador to eat.
Okay.
We came back, and around 7 o'clock, I went downstairs, and Henry was watching TV in the living room. And I asked him, I said, "Where's Mom?" He says she's in the bedroom asleep. I went in there and I was putting up her clothes that she had bought, because she bought 2 shirts down there.
Mm-hmm.
So I hung them up in her closet and everything was fine, and I went back upstairs to my room. Then I went back down about 9 o'clock, and Henry was in there asleep too.
It was in where asleep?
The bedroom with her.
Okay. And she was asleep too?
Yes.
Okay. Was anyone else at the house with you then?
It was just me, my 2 sisters, and them.
Okay. And so Henry was asleep with your mom?
Yes.
At around 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I went upstairs, talked to my sister, we watched a movie, just hung out, and then I went to sleep around 11.
Okay. What movie did you watch?
We was watching like movie clips on her phone, like Vines and...
Okay. Which sister?
Caitlin.
Okay. And you went to sleep at around 11?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
Before we went to Florida, like a week before, we had noticed that someone had been throwing trash out like in our driveway. The next day, it was on a Saturday, we went down there and someone had stole our big garbage trash can. And then yesterday, whenever we got home, there was a huge dent in the side of our mailbox.
Okay.
So there's something happening down there in the driveway.
Okay. Is there any cameras around your house?
No. We just have that one neighbor.
Y'all get along with your neighbor there?
Yeah.
Pretty good guy?
Yeah.
And how long has the trash been showing up?
Throughout like a few months maybe. Like people would just throw their trash.
Okay. Has anyone like taken trash out of that trash can, like intentionally will put it up? Is it close to your house or down by the road?
No, it's down by the road.
Okay.
Like right off the road.
Okay. Was your mom and Henry getting along okay?
A few years ago they had always fought, like fist fought. And about a year or 2 ago, Cody, Witt, my mom, and Henry had a fist fight, at my grandma's house, Jeannie, out on Brush Creek. And her house burnt down recently. And the police showed up and took pictures of everything, and they pressed charges on Cody.
Okay.
I later found out about a week after that my mom owed him money.
Okay, how did you find that out?
Well, I heard my mama and all them talking about it because my grandma and Cody sold pills.
Okay.
And my mom just was like the money dealer.
Okay. You didn't know about the money dealer, she held the money? Or?
Yeah, she held it.
Okay. All right. And you found that out, did you hear them talking about it?
Yeah, which we always went down to my grandma's house and she had just drugs everywhere.
Okay, so this fist fight, about how long ago did that happen?
It was November, about 2 years ago, maybe.
Okay, so the fist fight was between...
All three of them. They busted through the glass door and everything.
Okay. They pressed charges on Cody?
Yes.
Okay, was he arrested?
I believe so.
Okay. Has Cody been back around since then, since it's happened?
1 or 2 times, but it was never good.
How long ago has it been since he's been around?
About a year.
So it's been a year since Cody's been around?
Yeah. So last time we heard from him. And then, whenever I was working at KFC, he would always stop by, which that wasn't too long ago, with my grandma. And then he moved.
I stopped by when you worked there?
Yeah, he would
Okay.
come in and eat and stuff and talk to me.
Okay. How was your relationship with Cody?
He always favored my brother because he was the only other male in the family. So he always favored him over us 3 girls. So it was kind of hurtful in a way.
Okay, so Cody is your mom's brother.
Yes.
Okay, and he favored who?
My older brother, Austin. He lives in Lexington.
Was he mean to you?
No, he was never really mean to me.
Where does Austin work?
Starbucks.
He lives in Lexington?
Mm-hmm.
Fist fighting obviously has happened. The last time Cody was there, you said it was about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you said it wasn't good. What do you mean by it wasn't good?
Mom kind of forgave him about the whole situation, but my mom owed him money.
Okay.
So he was there to get his money.
When was about a year ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom owed him over $30,000.
Okay. And you know that because you
Yes.
heard him? Okay.
Mhm.
What was her response like when he asked for the money? Did she say, I don't have it, or I'll get it, or...
She was pretty much like, you didn't deserve this money. You don't need it. I'm not giving it to you.
Did he make any threats to her?
No, he was just really mad.
Okay.
And he would just like storm off and drive away and not talk to her.
Okay. Do you know Cody's phone number?
Mm-mm. I don't associate with him.
Oh, you don't?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So when you came in, when you worked at... When were you working?
I started working July 12th, 2016, and I quit about 3 months ago.
Oh, really? Okay. So at least to April.
Mm-hmm.
How come you quit?
Just didn't like fast food.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I was going to co-op my senior year at the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't want to work 2 jobs. I was mainly set in the medical field.
Okay. And you were... How old are you?
I think this
So
month.
you... Okay,
This
so
month
you'll be
I'll
a junior?
I'll be a senior this
You're going to be
year.
a senior. Okay. Being a senior. Okay. So you never heard... Did you hear anyone else make any threats to your mom or to Henry? Did you ever hear Cody make any threats to Henry? Okay. Do you know anyone else that would have been angry at either one of them?
A lot of people was jealous of my mom because she always was successful. She has the big house, everything she really wanted. And a lot of people just didn't like her.
Do you know anybody specific that didn't like her that ever said or you heard them say?
Well, I know Uncle Cody didn't like her at all.
Okay. What does your mom do? What did she do?
My mom's never worked.
She never worked.
Mm-mm.
Okay. How was she successful?
She just got in the pill selling business and
Okay.
just earned money like that.
What about Henry?
He used to work at Perry's Auto Body,
Mm-hmm.
and he quit about 2006.
Okay.
He started working for ATS Construction, and he quit about 3 years ago.
Okay. What's he been doing for 3 years?
Nothing.
Okay. Okay. On the trip, was there ever any disagreements or arguments? I know you said in the past that Henry and your mom had fought.
Henry didn't like Florida at all, and my mom was all for it. So the whole time down there, he was miserable. He was hateful towards everyone.
Where did they fuss on the way back?
We stopped, and he was just really hateful about everything. But they never did bicker towards each other.
While you were down there, they did not? Okay.
It was just like his actions were hateful. He was just...
Right. So last night you went to upstairs about 9 o'clock. You had stopped in to check on them this morning, or last night, and they were both in bed asleep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you went upstairs last night. Did anyone call? Did you guys have a house phone?
Yeah, no one called.
No. What's the house phone number?
It's 6...
Do you have a cell phone number?
Yeah, but it doesn't work.
Oh, it doesn't?
Mm-mm.
Minutes? Is it like a minute by minute?
Yeah.
What's that number? So no phone calls to the house last night?
Mm-mm.
No visitors last night? No one never came, knocked on the door?
Nope.
Okay. Did you hear any cars?
Nope.
Okay. Did you hear them arguing in the middle of the night?
Usually, our neighbors' dogs, they bark at literally everything.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard barking for a little bit, and that was it.
You heard barking?
Yeah.
You have a clue about what time it was?
It was like 2 o'clock, maybe.
Okay. So you were awake at 2 by the dogs?
Yeah.
Did you see a clock at 2 o'clock, or your phone, or?
Yeah, I looked at my phone. It was 2 o'clock. Right around 2.
Did you look outside?
Mm-mm.
Is that unusual for them to bark?
No, they just bark all the time.
Oh, chase animals and rabbits and whatever they see they bark
Yeah.
at. Okay. Okay. So you heard dogs barking around 2 o'clock. Okay. But you didn't get up. You didn't get to go to your bathroom or anything.
No.
Okay. Okay. And then what happened this morning?
My sister, she usually wakes up around 6 o'clock to go to work. I woke up about 5:30, went to the bathroom, came back to bed.
Okay, you woke up at 5:30?
Yeah. Kind of nodded off, and then she...
Is your
Hey.
bathroom upstairs?
Yeah. It's right next to her bedroom.
Okay. And then your sister normally gets up?
Around 6.
What's your sister's name?
Caitlin.
Is it K-A?
Caitlin.
You never know how that's spelled. She usually gets up to go to work?
Yeah, at 6 o'clock.
Okay. So you got up 5:30 to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom, come back, lay back down?
Yeah.
Did you hear Caitlin get up?
She had let the dogs out. We have 2 full-grown Boston Terriers, and then we have like a 14-week-old Boston Terrier.
Okay.
And they had ran up on my deck and was scratching, wanting back in. So I woke up and I had let the 2 bigger ones back in.
Okay.
And I had
And that was
hollered.
after you got up to pee?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was after
6 o'clock. Okay.
It was like 6:15, 6:20.
Okay. So you got up to let the dogs in?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said, "Did you let the little one out to go use the bathroom?" She said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, I can't find her." So I walked downstairs, went through the front door, walked around the house, and didn't find her, and then I seen the shattered door.
Okay. So around 6:15 is when you walked around the house.
Yeah.
What were you wearing?
Exactly what I have on, except for this hoodie.
Okay. You just have shoes and everything.
No, I wasn't wearing shoes.
Okay. What were you? No shoes at all?
No.
What'd you freak cold? Socks?
Yeah, I was wearing socks.
Okay. There's like a t-shirt on.
Yeah.
So you got to let dogs in, and you walk around the house looking, and then when you walk around the house,
I found the shattered glass door, and my mom laying in bed, and she was dead, and there was blood everywhere.
okay. So sorry.
And then
Now, did you walk up on the deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I took off running back inside, got a phone, called 911, put my shoes on, went back and was describing to them what I saw.
Okay.
And that's whenever I had my shoes on the deck.
Okay. Did you go inside the room then?
No, I just looked through the glass.
Okay. So when you let the dogs out and went to look for the dog, were you in front of the house or behind the house?
I went straight out the door, I took a left and walked straight around to where their deck was.
Okay, so it was in the front,
Yeah.
not the back.
Yeah.
And then you saw the glass. Stepped up on there, and then saw that your mom was in the bed. Did you see Henry yet?
I seen a blood trail into the bathroom.
But you didn't go in there yet. Okay.
So
So then you
it
went
made
up.
me sick.
I understand. And then you went upstairs and got on the phone, called 911, stayed on the phone with him,
Yeah.
put shoes on.
Yeah.
Did anyone else go back down there with you then?
My sister had ran. She was like, "Why are you screaming?" Because I was screaming, "Call 911." And she walked around there and went actually in there
Okay.
and seen. She told me that Henry was in the bathroom
Okay.
on the floor.
Okay. That was Caitlin. Okay. So when you went in and called 911, she heard you screaming, saying, "What in the world's going on?" And you
Yeah.
told her. So when you went back down to describe what happened, she went with you.
Yeah.
Did you go in the back door or the door inside the house?
I went through the back door, the deck door.
Is that where she went to?
Yeah, she went straight through it though.
Oh, straight through the door.
Yeah.
And like actually in the room.
Yeah.
Okay. When you got there, was the door open?
No.
Okay. Who opened the door?
The
The
bedroom
outside door
The
to
outside?
the deck.
I have no idea.
Okay. But you didn't open it?
No.
Okay. But was it open?
I don't think so.
Okay. So when you first noticed the glass there, you don't think
Yeah.
the door was open?
Uh-uh.
Okay. So it's possible that Caitlin may have opened it to go in.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Caitlin goes inside. She sees Henry. You're on the phone describing what happened. From when you did you stay on the phone with him or did you hang up?
Yeah, she walked in and I went around to talk to him.
The
And
911 operator?
yeah.
Okay.
And he stayed on the phone until the first police car that showed up. He said, "They're coming, they're in your driveway, they'll be there in just a minute." And he
Okay.
said, "I'm going to hang up so you can talk to them."
Okay, and that's Officer Messenger.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were on the phone when Officer Messenger got there. Where were you? Were you standing
I was in the driveway.
in the driveway?
Yeah.
And was Caitlin there with you?
She was running around. I think she was inside the house. Because she had a broom whenever she came out there.
She had a broom.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see why she had a broom?
The police officer asked and she said, "I was just making sure no one was out here."
Oh, like
Like she was going to use
protect
it for
herself.
self-defense. Yeah.
I got you. Okay, gotcha. Is there any guns in your house?
There are, but there's no bullets. We don't keep the bullets in the same room.
Okay. Are they long guns, shotguns, pistols?
They're shotguns.
Shotguns. Okay. Does your mom own a gun? Did you?
She has like a tiny little handgun, but it's always put up in like a closet at the top of it.
Okay. What about Henry?
He didn't have no hand pistols.
Didn't have a pistol, just shotguns. And the bullets are always kept separate.
Yeah.
Okay. So when Officer Messenger got there, you guys were outside. Did anyone go in through the bedroom door from inside?
Yeah, Madison and Caitlin did.
When did they do that?
Right before the officer got there, while I was on the phone outside.
Okay, so you were on the phone outside with 911.
Yeah.
And she had already been inside the house, or
Yeah.
inside the bedroom.
Yeah.
What made her go in through that door, do you know?
I have no idea.
How did she get in?
I know the door was locked, the bedroom door. They always lock their bedroom door.
Right.
So I know it's always locked, so I guess she just pushed it on through.
Okay. So at 9 o'clock last night, how did you know that they were asleep?
Because they just turn off the TV, they go in, shut the door, and they're asleep.
Okay. So last night when you went in to look, or went downstairs or whatever, around 9 o'clock, you said that they were in bed asleep, but was the door locked?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you try it?
Yeah, I tried.
Okay. Did you say, hey, you guys are going to bed, or?
Yeah, and they said, yeah, we're going to bed. And I said, okay, I'm sorry I woke you up. And I went in the kitchen and got a bottle of water and went back upstairs.
Okay. And so while you were on the phone, Caitlin went. Yeah, I guess just woke up. Madison, is that her name?
Yeah.
Okay. And so Madison and Caitlin went back in through.
Yeah.
Did you see them go in the door? Or did
No,
you say
they told me.
They told you that they
And
did.
the door was wide open.
When you went back inside.
Yeah.
Okay. So at no point did you never hear anyone else come in the house?
Mm-mm.
No one ever make any threats? You didn't hear any loud noises?
Nothing.
Well, your bedroom, when you go up those fancy stairs,
Mhm.
when you get upstairs, where's your bedroom?
As soon as you are inside, you go up the stairs.
Mhm.
It's Caitlin's room. Then there's a little turn and then a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's all the way down the hallway right there. And then Madison's is right beside mine.
Okay. But you heard no yelling, no loud noises, no anything. You went to bed around 11 o'clock. You got up to use the bathroom around 5:30.
Yeah.
And then you kind of snoozed around until 6 o'clock when you got up to let the dog in.
Yeah.
And that's when you saw the glass. Okay. But never any noises, never any cars. Just the dogs woke you up around 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can you think of anything else? Is there anyone that you know of that you think could do something like this?
Cody.
Okay. Do you think Cody would hurt your mom?
He has before.
Okay. He's physically assaulted her before?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Do you know where Cody's living right now?
He moves around a lot because the police catch up with him selling drugs. But last time I heard, he was living, because I live right next to Roundstone, he was living almost to Berea, right behind like a auto body shop down a road. And that's the last time I heard.
So right before you get to Bree, you take a right,
Yeah.
and there's an auto body shop there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the auto body shop, after you make that right, it's on the left.
Yeah.
You know where he lives from there?
Mm-mm.
Somewhere around in there?
My mom, she heard from my grandma that he had moved there, and we went and picked up my grandma, and I was looking for prom dress and shoes, so we was going to Richmond, and she had pointed out to my mom, she said that's where Cody lives.
Okay. So she did point that out.
Yeah.
And you were there.
Yeah.
You just don't remember exactly which house. Was it a house, trailer?
I think it was a 2-story house.
Okay. What's he driving, you know?
He did have a Dodge Durango that was like a charcoal gray. And then his girlfriend, Michaela, has like...
You still with Michaela?
Yeah. She has a black car, I think.
Same little car she's had for
Yeah.
a while?
And Cody also has a truck. And I think it's like a charcoal gray.
Real big pickup truck.
Yeah.
Kind of fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Okay. But anyway, you reach out to me if you can think of anything else. And I guess, you know, is there anything that I can do for you? And by that I mean, you know, when you go through some traumatic things, your body, your mind just has to process it. We have coping skills. Some are different. Some are handle these things bad because what you've gone through is not normal. You know, it's very stressful. It's very traumatic, So, your body can tend to, and I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that, okay? But I'm just speaking of, we've got a lot of experience in these things. So we tend to be cynical sometimes about it because it's like a mechanism where your cops kind of harden to it. And so the bad part about doing that sometimes is we kind of hold things in. That's one way that cops kind of sit around and talk about things, and we kind of release that so we don't like keep it all bottled in. So my suggestion to you would be it's okay to talk to somebody. It doesn't have to be a preacher, but it can be. It doesn't have to be a mental health professional, but it can be. They use the word counseling, and it's got a stigma to it because if you're receiving counseling, people automatically have that, oh, something's wrong with you. It's not it at all. It's just you talking about, you got some feelings inside of things that you've seen, things you've had to deal with. It's not normal to deal with that. It's not how it's supposed to be. Death is a part of life, and we all are going to die. There's no doubt about that. But in that kind of manner, it's just not normal. And for a child to have to find that, it's very tough. So it's really hard on you. So you're right now, you may have some things in your mind that you don't even remember right now because of the stress factor of walking in and seeing what you've seen. So as that dissipates, some of the things in your memory might come back to you. And then that's when you can always say, it doesn't mean that you didn't tell me the truth this time. It just meant that I totally forgot about that. And it may not be. I'm just saying that is a possibility. It doesn't mean that it is the case. But, I would suggest that it's okay to talk to somebody about this. What I don't want you to do is, at this point, is I'm going to ask you to keep everything between just us. Of course, your sisters, too. They've seen what you've seen. But what we'd like to do, and I don't go tell anyone what I've seen at these occurrences, because he knows what I know, and we talk and discuss it among ourselves. And there, of course, we have an EMS person there, but we always are pretty good about, we don't want to tell the general public. It's Mount Vernon. It's a small town. People are going to ask questions. It'll be a buzz. Everybody be this, and they'll think of, this must have happened. And that doesn't mean it happened. Doesn't mean it didn't. But the only person that knows what was in that room are you three girls. Us, EMS, and the person who did it. Okay? So what that means to us is, we know you gonna know. You knew before we did what was in the room. We know what was in the room, and the EMS knows. We say nothing to anyone. Because when we try to find the person who's guilty of this, they shouldn't know those details. You see what I'm saying? So they can't hear those details from you, because it's easily for them to say, well, I heard because she said something to so-and-so. So we don't want to say anything to anyone. And if you have said anything to anyone, if you can let me know, just so I can say the same to them, please don't share this information. Not that we're trying to be secretive, but we are for a reason. We just don't want that out. General public doesn't need to know that. So when we come into contact with someone who may be involved, they shouldn't know anything about that. You see what I'm saying? So if you've shared that with anyone, just let me know so I can say, hey, listen, please. It's very imperative to the investigation that it remains, confidential. And eventually, these things will come out, and we're not hiding anything. We just don't want people to know details. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be asked. So by me encouraging you to talk about things is different than me encouraging you to talk about specific details. So you've basically found your mom and your stepdad, and it's traumatic within itself, and you got to deal with all that, and you got to cope with it and process it, and you got to handle all this. That is open to talk to a healthcare professional, a mental health professional, or a pastor or anything. But when they start, I'd be cautious about sharing details, because they really don't need the details anyway. The detail that they need to know is, how's Brooklyn feel? How's that make you feel? What's in your mind right now? You're going to go through some disbelief, some anger. You're going to go through several different emotions, and I'm sure you've already experienced some of those. So don't be afraid to talk to someone, and don't be afraid if you're not comfortable. You seem like you got a good support system. Your dad, obviously, so don't be hesitant to ask for, hey, I just need maybe talk to somebody about this. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. And don't feel weird about that. Because forever, we wouldn't do that for nothing. We'd be like, I ain't talking to you know what I'm saying? Because it's not cool. Well, whatever. It's not about being cool. It's about you processing some really bad things that you've seen. So...
And you're going to hear stuff.
Yeah, you'll hear it, listen.
You want to know something, call him.
Yes. You're going to hear stuff in the community. Oh, my goodness.
And don't take it to heart.
Don't take it to heart. Yeah, don't take it to heart. Because people will make stuff up because they want to be involved. And they want to know more than they really know.
Because the news is going to know. It's going to be on TV. You're going to hear. So like he told you, the details, they won't know all that, okay? The news can't go up there and, just keep all that to yourself. Okay.
And at any
you got
time.
A question, you call right.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have questions about it, I'm not going to hide anything from you. I mean, there are some things that if I have evidence, I'm not going to give you details other than say, hey, we might have something that we're working on, and I'm going to let you know when it gets there. I'll keep you informed. If it comes to where I have a good suspect and we're going to follow up on it, when it comes to, hey, I think I found who's guilty of this, and we're going to put somebody in jail, and I'll call you when I do, and I will. The day I find them, the day I put hands on them, the day I put them in jail, I'll call you. I'll pick up the phone and say, I want you to know this. This is where I'm at with this, okay? I'm going to follow up with you anyway, even if it's to say, Caitlin, we're working on it. It'll be frustrating for you because you'll be like, what are they doing? What are they doing? You know what I'm saying? But just trust me, we're working on it. We had one occurred in January, it took us all over the place. But we've solved it, and I'm not going to make any vain promises. I will promise you this. We will look, interview, collect, protect, analyze any kind of evidence or interviews that we can possibly do to try to find who is responsible, and then we'll proceed with that. Okay, and I will contact you and let you know where we stand, even if it's to say, hey, we're still working on it, and be patient. Okay. Yeah. Now the other part of this is your mom. Your mom's body is going to be taken today. We're going to take her to Frankfurt. Okay, we're going to have a medical examiner to conduct a thorough examination of her. We want to know particular details. I'm not going to share those with you because you don't really need to know those details. But I will tell you what the preliminary report's going to say. And whether it's succumbed to death of firearm or whatever the details are. And then the coroner, he will take her up there. That will probably occur tomorrow. I will probably go. And then she should be able to be back here, and you just stay in touch with the coroner's office. And when you all go to make your arrangements or whatever, he'll be able to let you know specifics of when that's going to be able to occur. Okay. And I'll stay in touch with you. And I'm very sorry that you had to deal with this. I'm very, very sorry. It's not normal. It's not okay. And it doesn't make it okay that your mom was involved with holding money for selling pills. That doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it okay to kill somebody. It doesn't. Okay? So regardless of that, I don't care I don't care if she sold heroin. I do care, but it doesn't make it okay. And we're not going to turn a blind eye and not charge anyone just because of that. I promise. Okay? Promise. So I'm going to give you my number, my cell phone number, okay? And at any time when you have anything weird or any question or anything, you call me. And if it's something you need to add or whatever, then you don't hesitate to call me. If it's just some question, and I may not know the answer, but I won't make it up. If it's something I need to find out, I'll find out. Okay? That's me. Now, do you want to go back with these girls? You can go ahead and call your dad to come get you, or what would you like to do?
My dad.
Okay. We'll give him a call, because I know we took his number down. What's that?
So live right here in town.
Right next
They
to
live right
him.
beside that.
Yeah, she lives right here by Adam. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Matt, that's your dad?
Yeah.
Okay, I promised him that I'd call you, and I'll ask him if he wants to see you run home. That's okay, too. I'll just say, hey, I just promised him.
That's fine.
Okay, I'll let him decide. I appreciate you taking her if he wants. Hey, is this Matt? Hey, this is Ryan Loudermilk, Matt. Hey, did you want us to bring Brooklyn home, or did you want to come up here and get her? Okay, we're up here at the Scott Building, which is the social service building, kind of catty corner from First Christian Church. Okay, we're right here. I'll just kind of have her watching for you, Matt. You can feel free to come get her whenever you like. Okay, all right, thank you. You'll be here in just a minute. All right. Okay, this will conclude our interview. Your dad's on the way to come get you. So we'll stop the tape at 9:50.
All right, so you guys know I love to challenge this audience, man. You guys are bright. You guys pay attention to all the small details. If I have lint on my shoulder, you guys are going to let me know. We brush that lint off. You guys tell me I look like I'm recording in a dungeon, So y'all are bright. Y'all are smart. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's see how many differences you guys can notice between her interview and her sister's. Because they were all in the house that night. And then early in the morning, let's see if you can spot all the differences. Let's get it.
I recorded so I can go back and re-listen. So today is June the 8th, 2017. The time is 9:52 in the a.m. And this is Detective Loudermilk. And I'm speaking with Caitlin. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you spell your name, Caitlin?
Caitlim.
Simple. Okay. What's your last name, Caitlin?
Witt, Whitt.
Okay. Okay, Caitlin, can you tell me your date of birth? Okay. And do you know your social security number? And what is your, do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your phone number?
I have to show it to you. I don't know it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I probably should know it by now, but I just don't.
It's okay. Again, my eyesight's not what it used to be. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, thank you. Okay, Caitlin, you're not in any trouble, and people start talking to police. Sometimes they feel a little weird. You're not in any trouble. I'm not reading your rights, or you're not being questioned as a suspect of anything. I'm just trying to figure out what happened, and we'll do that by time and as many details as we can. So I want you to feel comfortable in letting me and saying anything, whatever you know, whatever you've heard, whatever you've seen, whatever you know to be true. It may seem insignificant, and it might be, but then again, it might not be. So don't hesitate to don't hesitate to tell me anything that you know. Okay. I've already talked to you about, I'm very sorry that's what happened. This is not a normal thing. And I've talked to you about maybe speaking with someone, and that's up to you. But I'm going to offer you my number when we get ready to leave. And if that's something that you ever can remember, recall, or think or anything, don't hesitate to call me, okay? And if it's something you just need some direction of someone to talk to, I'll try to help you if I can. I'm not a professional that can do that. I can listen to you, but I might be able to point you in the right direction. Okay. I want to for sure let you know that's something I will help you do. Okay. I've also told you that we're going to try to get to the bottom of what happened. We're going to try to find out any kind of evidence, statements, anything that would help us to determine who is at fault with this. We're going to try to get to the bottom of it best we can, and as quickly as we can. Okay. So, do you live at the house there, Caitlin?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I think you'd already told the other detective, but when you go up to the top of the stairs, is your room back to the left?
No, like whenever you go straight up to the stairs, mine's the door that like is straight up from the stairs.
Okay, so it's kind of straight across.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And so you live there all the time?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your relationship with, is it Chara?
Char.
Chara. Okay,
I'm her daughter.
okay. Okay. Let's just go back up just a little bit to your trip to Florida.
Okay.
Okay. Apparently you just recently took a trip together like as a family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How was that?
It was fun. It rained a lot. It was hot whenever it didn't rain, but it was a pretty good trip.
Okay. Everyone got along okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever hear Chara and Henry have any kind of arguments?
No.
No, never heard any arguments at all.
No. Through the entire trip, we were all just.
Okay, everything's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. The mentality between Chara and Henry was okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever known of any other incidents between Chara and Henry?
No, they've never fought like fist on. They've argued verbally, but never anything physical.
No physical stuff, just arguments.
Yeah.
Which is normal.
Yeah,
Everybody-
that's normal.
Yeah, everybody argues. Okay. So never seen any physical violence between the two of them.
No.
Okay, so you guys had a good time in Florida. And when did you get back home?
We got home around 3 o'clock yesterday.
Okay. Okay. So after you guys got home, kind of talk me through what you did.
We unpacked the camper. We had a bunch of stuff in there, scuba diving gear.
You scuba?
Yeah, we did some of that while we were there.
All
It was fun.
Yeah.
We unpacked. Let the dogs out to go to the bathroom and all that. Mom got her package, which was still the wrong thing that she ordered the same time, so she was upset about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we sent that back. Whenever we got done packing, we all just kind of hung about. We went to our rooms. It felt like we just moved back in really because we'd been gone for like 2 weeks.
Right.
So everything seemed huge compared to the small little camper we were staying in.
Yeah.
Everyone just kind of went to their mom was in the living room, dad was watching TV with her. We all went to our rooms and kind of relaxed and got back, showered and all that. And then after a little bit, we went to eat at the Mexican restaurant.
Okay. Up on the hill.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what time that was?
I'd say it was like 4, maybe 5 o'clock.
Okay. Anywhere else after you guys ate there?
We also went to Ace Hardware to send back our dish stuff because we weren't going to use it anymore.
Okay.
And we also went to my hospital to drop off our trash because someone saw our trash can, so we had to get rid of it.
Okay. Y'all drove together when you went up there?
Yeah.
Okay. What vehicle did you guys drive up there?
The big old white truck.
Okay. Okay. So after you dropped the trash off the hospital, where'd you go?
After that, we did that before we went to the restaurant. I didn't think about it until then.
That's okay.
And then we went to the restaurant, went to Ace Hardware, then we went home.
Okay.
And then after that, we all just hung about. Mom and Dad watched TV. I laid up in my room watching some YouTube videos because down in Florida, our phones weren't working or anything, so I was just kind of catching up on all my YouTube shows.
Okay. You know about what time that was?
I'd say that was like 7 o'clock.
Okay. But how long did you do that, you know?
I did that really until I went to bed.
Okay, but what time was that?
Like 10:30. But before I went to bed, I went down and to my mom and like cuddled up with her in her bed, talked to her for a little bit, and then I pat my dad on the head and went to bed.
Okay. Were they in the bed?
My mom was. My dad was watching TV.
Okay. And what time was that, you know?
It was probably like 10 o'clock.
Okay. Did any of your other siblings go with you down there?
Brooklyn went once or twice. I don't know what time. She might have just went down there once. I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay. Was her door open or closed when you went down there?
Her door was open. I'm pretty sure whenever they go to bed, they normally shut their door and stuff, so
Okay.
I didn't really.
Okay.
Then after that, I just kind of went upstairs and put on some fake nails I took off this morning and went to bed.
So it was around 10:30, 10 or 10:30, somewhere right in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And you went to bed. Was anyone else in bed?
I know.
At that time?
I know. Whenever I was going to bed, Brooklyn went to her room to go get in bed, and Madison was done in her room.
Okay. So Brooklyn kind of hung out with you? Or?
Yeah, she hung out with me in my room for a little bit, and then she went to bed.
Okay. Okay. So it was around 10 or 10:30.
Yeah.
When you went downstairs to lay in bed with your mom, did you guys just sit and talk? And
Yeah.
okay. And did you remember any specific conversation? Was she worried or bothered or?
She was just laying there on her phone, and I came up there just to really ask what she was doing. She was like, I'm just talking. I don't know. She was like, I'm just on the Facebook.
Oh,
So I was like, okay.
Is that her cell phone?
It was, I think it was the iPad.
The iPad.
Yeah. She doesn't have a cell phone. Dad does. She just uses the iPad.
Gotcha. Okay. So you just kind of hung out with her and she was on the iPad? And
Yeah, for like 10 minutes.
yeah, okay. Okay. So nothing concerning, nothing bothering, nothing
No,
like that?
she was just like, I can't believe they sent me the wrong thing again.
Mm.
And I was like, it's okay, Mom. We'll just get it fixed.
Yeah. Okay. So then you go to bed at 10:30, somewhere around
Yeah.
there. Okay. Did you hear anything else?
No, I didn't hear nothing, which makes me mad at myself because my room where it's like over top of their room. So I felt like I should have heard something or anything. I should have heard a gunshot or something, and I'm so mad I didn't.
Well, don't be mad at yourself, number one, okay? Because even if you had heard a gunshot, it doesn't mean you could have done anything. Okay, so don't feel like you did wrong. Okay, I mean, if you're awake, you probably would have heard something. But, if you're really in a deep sleep or something, you might not have heard it. You might have thought you might have dreamed it or something. So, don't beat yourself up like that. Okay, don't feel like because you didn't wake up, something could have changed. Okay, but the bottom line is you didn't hear anything. No visitors, no phone calls.
No visitors, no phone calls, nothing.
Okay. Is there guns in the house?
We have old, like, antique guns that my dad's dad had, but they don't really work or have bullets. And we have a BB gun. It had some little rounds somewhere in the house, but none of them are really used.
Okay. Your mom doesn't have a gun, you know?
We have there's a handgun that's in a little heart-shaped box, but I don't really even know where it is.
Okay.
I know it's in the closet somewhere because it was there in case there was an intruder.
Sure. You normally lock your doors.
Which, when I actually thought about this while I was waiting in there, whenever I woke up this morning, I don't know if Brooklyn shut my door because the dogs were in my room, but my door was shut. And the front door was unlocked. And I remember locking it before I went to bed.
Okay.
But I don't know if that has anything significant or not.
Okay. But when you went to bed, your door was open.
Yeah. Which Brooklyn may have shut it before she left, but
Good.
after I fell asleep or something, because I just wasn't sure because I was asleep.
Gotcha. Okay, so now let's talk through this morning when you woke up.
Okay. I woke up at 6 o'clock exactly, because that's whenever I wake up to go to work.
Okay.
So my alarm went off at 6. I went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth, and brushed my hair. Actually, no, that's not the first thing I did. I started to get dressed, and the dogs were running around and everything. So then I let them outside. So I went downstairs, and that's how I noticed that the front door was unlocked. It's because whenever I went to open it, it just came open. So then I let them outside. I went back upstairs. I went to the bathroom, brushed my hair and everything. And then I went back to my room and put on my scrubs and all that. And then Brooklyn woke up. She said, "Did you let the dogs out?" So I was like, "Yeah." So she said, "Okay, I'm gonna let them back in." So she opened her door, and Mickey and Willow, which are the two bigger dogs, came in. So she was just like, "Did you let the little one out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, she's out there." She's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go look for her." So then she went outside. I don't know which way she went which way she went out because I was just getting ready. And then, I walked downstairs because I was about to leave for work. And then Brooklyn came running back through, crying, screaming to call 911. And I didn't know what was happening, so I just kept on asking her, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" She kept on going, "Mom and Dad, Mom and Dad." And I'm like, "What's wrong with Mom and Dad?" She's like, "Call 911. So then I ran to Mom and Dad's room, and it was locked. So then I ran out the front door and to the patio, and I saw the glass shattered. And Madison had kicked down the door by that time.
Oh, Madison did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you went to the patio?
Yeah,
okay.
And I walked in through the broken glass and...
What were you wearing then?
This.
Okay. Shoes and all?
Mm-hmm. I was wearing a jacket, but I took it off.
Okay. You go to the bathroom as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you touch anything?
I touched my mom,
okay.
And I also touched my dad. Okay. Just to see if they were warm or...
Okay. Were they?
No, they were cold.
Okay. Once you went inside, did you go back out the same door? Let me ask you this: when you went up on the patio, was the door open or closed?
The patio that the door shattered?
Yes.
It was closed because the glass was like completely shattered.
Mm-hmm. Did you open it to go in?
No, I just ducked under the glass and went in.
Okay. So you didn't open the door at all?
No. Because I was like, okay, I don't need to really... I honestly didn't think I'd find my parents in there like that.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
At first, I thought it was a sick joke.
Okay. So when you walked in, you checked your mom, and you walked in and checked your dad?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you didn't do anything else?
No.
Okay.
Then I went back out through the patio and back around.
Is that when you opened the door as you left?
I don't think I ever opened the door.
Okay. Okay. And then, so you went from there back around to the front,
mm-hmm.
and Brooklyn was on the phone, I guess?
Yes.
Okay. And did you stand with her there?
Yes. And then I was kind of panicked and didn't know what to do and crying, so...
Sure. Yeah. Imagine. Now, what about Madison? When did she come in? You said she had knocked in the door.
She was in there whenever I went and checked Mom.
She was
Dad.
inside?
Yes.
Okay.
And then she just kind of stayed there. She was like, "Don't touch anything."
Right.
She was kind of the calm head.
Okay. Okay. So you went outside and waited for the police to get there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did Madison walk out there with you and y'all kind of stay together?
I went back in through the other way and told Madison to come out of the room just to wait outside.
Okay. And she was just standing in the doorway?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you were there, was had Brooklyn already been inside?
Yes.
Okay. But do you remember what she was wearing? Shoes or no shoes? Or
She had on the exact same thing she had on then, only she didn't have on a jacket. She had on shoes and everything because she went outside to look for dogs and stuff.
Okay. So around 6:15 is when you walked around the house.
Yeah.
What were you wearing?
Exactly what I have on, except for this hoodie.
Okay. You just took what, shoes and everything?
No, I wasn't wearing shoes.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Did you think of anything else?
Well, I will tell you this. A few months earlier, my mom and my dad were at my Mama Jeannie's house because they were helping her clean out and stuff. And
Rush Creek?
I think so. It's like
Going up the hill?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Cody Witt and his girl Amanda, I don't know her last name, came up there and started fussing and stuff.
What about?
Basically that Mom and Dad had no right to be there helping Jeannie because before he had picked up Jeannie by her neck and slammed her into a wall, almost killing her. So then we had to come up there and get her and help her out and stuff. And then while they were up there at Jeannie's, Cody started a fight with my mom. And he slammed her through the window, through the glass door on her place, and the ambulance had to be called and everything. And then he ran off and told my mom and dad that he was going to kill him.
You heard him say that?
I wasn't there. My mom just told me everything after they got back from the hospital.
Now, that's two people in the house that are both leaning toward maybe Cody having something to do with this. So obviously the police early on have their ears perked up and they're looking at Cody a little bit. Let's see if Madison is kind of thinking the same way, if she notices anything different in the home that night. Yeah, she's a different person, different room. Maybe she heard something different. Because the other two said, I didn't hear anything. Didn't hear a thing.
We went down to Destin, Florida, and we stayed at a campsite.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed down in Destin for 6 days, and then we went to Cape San Blas, on a little close to Destin. We spent 4 nights, and on the 4th night, we went back home.
Okay. Sounds like a lot of fun. Okay. Good. I'm glad you experienced that. So you guys got home. You remember what time you got home or day?
We got home June the 7th. It was more like morning time, but it wasn't like 6 o'clock. It was about 8 or so. And Dad was driving the whole way up there and back.
Oh, he drove the whole way? A lot of driving. So yesterday, you guys got home yesterday afternoon, would it be safe to say?
Yesterday afternoon, because we stopped at another place.
Okay. So you guys got home sometime yesterday afternoon. What else? When you guys got home, you unpacked and did normal stuff?
Yeah, we unpacked the camper and put everything away. And, we all went to, our rooms to put stuff away and hang up, stuff that we got.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it got darker, we went to our bedrooms and we stayed in there until we fell asleep. I couldn't sleep at all. And, mostly it was because I just got 2 hermit crabs and they kept getting on shells and flopping off.
Okay. Making noises.
Yeah, and I couldn't go to sleep, and I went to sleep at about 12:30 to 1 o'clock.
Last night?
Last night.
Okay. So when you guys got home, you guys unpacked, went to your rooms, like I said, did you guys go out and eat and stuff?
Yes, we went out to El Casador in
Mount Vernon here?
Yeah.
Okay. Anywhere else you can remember you guys stopped at?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And it was all of you all? Then it would
all
be
of us.
Caitlin,
Brooklyn, Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad, okay.
And me.
Okay. And then you guys come home and hung out?
Mom and Dad started to talk about different stuff, Florida, how fun it was and stuff. And then we went to our rooms, to spend some alone time because we was cramped in a little camper.
Right. Sure. Yeah. And so as the evening started kind of winding down, did you go say goodnight? Is that normal? You go down and say goodnight to them or anything like that?
They usually Dad usually, before we went to Florida, he usually would come in our rooms to make sure, we was okay. He usually got a bath, and then he would come to say goodnight to us. And I would usually yell down to Mom when she was downstairs in the bed, goodnight.
Okay.
And she would hear me and say goodnight back.
Gotcha. Okay. Was that the same thing last night?
I didn't hear them. Like, I heard them stepping and, like, talking to each other down in the living room, I think. But I didn't hear them, like, take a shower or anything or say goodnight.
Okay, so he didn't come up last night to say goodnight like normally he does, but not always.
He doesn't always. He, like, sometimes at night he can, but sometimes, like, he falls asleep.
Sure.
But he forgets because he fell asleep, but he would always wake up and...
What about last night? Did you go downstairs and hang out with him at all, or did you pretty much stay up in your room?
I stayed up in my room because I want to talk to my friends because I haven't talked to them in 10 days, and I didn't tell them where I was at.
How did you talk to them?
I
By your phone, or you don't have a phone?
I have a phone. I text some of my friends because they know only one of my Facebook account, and I have another for my iPad.
Okay.
That I use. But I was mostly on my iPad the whole time.
Okay, but you did talk on the phone too?
One of my friends, we called on Messenger, and we talked.
Gotcha. And on a phone or on
iPad.
An iPad. Okay. Who was that your friend you spoke with?
Orion Copenhaver.
Ryan?
Orion. Copenhaver.
Okay.
It's
Is he from
Orion with a O.
Oh, Orion. Oh, Orion. Okay. Is he from here? Okay. And you talked to him by Messenger? Okay.
We did
messages?
Messages, and then he asked if we can call. Like, we can call or we can video chat. But he called and asked if when we talked, but we didn't talk for long because he had to leave because his family was, like, doing stuff.
Gotcha. How old is Orion?
I think he's 15.
Okay.
He might be 14, but I'm pretty sure he's 15.
Okay. But remember about what time that was you talked to him?
7. I think we started texting at 6, and then he called about at 7.
Okay. How about when you got off the phone with Orion, anyone else you talked to that night?
I talked to my friends. We have a little group chat on there. October Kirby and Kendra Silva, and there's a few other people, but they didn't talk because they were probably away.
Okay. Kendra Silva and October Kirby? Okay. Remember what time that was?
It was the same time around, and I kept on talking to them until I fell asleep.
Okay. About what time was that?
12:30 to 12:45. I think I fell asleep.
Okay, 12:30 to 12:45. So during the time, 9 o'clock or so, you were up in your room talking on Messenger to your friends. Okay. Did you hear anything unusual?
No.
Any yelling? Any arguing?
They wasn't arguing. They was talking about, like, if we would... I think they was talking about if we would take, like, another trip or, like, how things were going and stuff and if everything was okay with the house. But they haven't argued in a long time.
Okay.
And they argued when my mama died a few years ago.
Your mama?
Margaret.
Okay. All right. What about your other mama?
Mama Jeannie. We aren't really close to her because of, like, what happened. I think it was a few months or, like, more ago. I don't know how it happened, but she was at the house when I came home from school, and she was sleeping on the couch. And Mom told me that, like, she was staying here for a little bit because of her house, and she didn't have a key to where she was staying at because it was locked in the camper, and the only other key was her sister's.
Gotcha. What happened to her house?
It burned twice. One time it burned, and then it caught on fire again, and we don't know how.
Wow. So your bedroom is if when you go upstairs?
If you go upstairs and you take a right, and then you walk down the long part and you take another right.
Okay. Okay. So that's your bedroom. So you were up till like 12:30, but didn't hear any yelling, any loud noises. Did your home phone ring? Anyone phone call you at night, or not you, but anyone else at the house?
It started to get quiet around 10. Like they started to like quiet down
downstairs.
So we didn't wake up, but I couldn't sleep. And then at about 11, I didn't hear nothing. And then I fell asleep after 11, 12.
Okay. So during that time, you said he's getting quiet, but up until that time, they were just talking. You heard them talking, but no yelling or anything.
No yelling.
No one else in the house.
No one else in the house that
Just
we know.
You and the girls were upstairs. Okay. Did your mom and dad usually close the door when they go to bed?
Sometimes when they take the dogs in the bedroom so they don't wander around and go to the bathroom in the house. But usually when they're like in the cage or they're asleep in there, they usually leave the door open until my dad like gets out of the shower and pulls them into there.
Okay.
But they never usually lock their door.
Okay.
Unless it's like important, like money or
Okay. Like count money or something?
counting money and like looking at bills and stuff.
Okay. Where did your mom work?
My mom didn't work at all, but when she was younger, she used to be a nurse's assistant down at the hospital.
Okay. What about your dad?
He used to work at a construction company, ATS, and then he quit because they kept on putting him on different shifts and farther away, and they didn't give him enough money for like gas and stuff, like and keep the house going. So he quit, and then he was kind of like taking from money that he's been earning for like to quit his job to retirement and stuff.
Oh, okay. So the money he'd paid in for retirement, he was using that money to...
Yeah, and the ones that they didn't put in their retirement, we used that as well.
Okay. Gotcha. Do you, so your mom didn't work, and hadn't worked in a while, and your dad had quit for how long do you think? A couple years? 2
years at max, but I'm not entirely for sure.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, so, okay. So you were probably the last one to go to sleep. And you didn't hear anyone coming. Do you know if anyone had made threats against your mom or dad, or... Okay, who would that be?
My Uncle Cody, my mom's brother. They had a very bad fight at my mama's house before it burned down.
Right.
They were getting Cody's stuff out of my mama's house and like putting it there for him to get, and he come driving down the places to park and stuff near our house, and he got out of the car and like it started out okay, but he wasn't really in a good mood.
Cody wasn't?
And her Michaela is his like girlfriend, and they had a kid in the car, her kid, and she come up there, and then like she like tried to like show mom that she wasn't like, gonna take anything, and then like that triggered Cody, I guess, and then he started to fight. He punched my mom first in the chest, and then my dad got up to make sure he wouldn't like hurt anyone, and it escalated to Cody picking up my dad, like trying to pick him up and like hurt him really badly on the concrete, and they fell into my mama's glass door, and my dad got like the bar on it, hit his nose, and glass shards went in Cody's back and all this other stuff. And he was trying to calm him down, so they wasn't trying to fight or anything.
Or just de-escalate everything. Okay.
And then my mom got kicked by trying to hold his feet down because he started trying to kick Dad off.
Okay.
And I think he hit Mama, and he has hurt Mama before.
Mm.
And my Uncle Cody, he has been in jail twice, I think.
Okay.
And he doesn't really do good things. I know what he does. It's just I try to stay away from that. And my mama, she is a little mental, and like she started to do drugs, and we was trying to get her to quit and stop, and
Right.
and then my Uncle Cody, somewhere, I don't know if he's still doing it, but he used to sell drugs.
Okay. Did you ever hear him threaten your mom?
Like once or twice when I was there.
Okay. Has it been a while since that happened?
It's been like before any of this happened, when he was down at the trailer, his house, but I don't know where it was because it was like hard to get to.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to talk to my mom and talk about Mama and stuff.
Do you ever talk to your mom about money?
Cody?
Huh?
He talked about like him getting money and like working and stuff, and talked about how Mama had some money and he didn't want like her to use it for drugs and stuff. But even though he wouldn't help her at all, he didn't want to. He probably just wanted the money.
So he has talked to your mom about money, but you said he didn't want her to use it for drugs, is that what you were saying?
Or anything to like do bad with, but I'm pretty sure he just wanted Mama's money that she had left.
Right. Did she have a lot left? Is it your Grandma Jeannie?
My Mama Jeannie.
Is she still alive?
Yes, that I know of.
Okay.
And she was, right now I think she's spending like time living with her sister, but also her boyfriend, like ex, like it goes back and forth. They have a camper in front of their burnt house. We saw when we passed.
Mm-hmm. Who's her boyfriend, you know?
I only know his first name. His first name's David, but I don't know his last name.
Okay. David Alcorn, maybe?
I don't know.
Okay. So have you ever heard Cody or anyone ask your mom about money? Like, you owe me money, you owe me this?
He tried to like tell my mom that for like money that she supposedly owed him, which she didn't, because she usually when she borrows money from someone, she pays it right back.
Okay.
And she knew she didn't have money from him. So Cody and my mom didn't get along well, like at all, like even when they was kids. And
okay. Do you know about how long ago that might have been that he was asking her or telling her she owes him money?
a few years ago.
Okay. How long do you think it's been since you've seen Cody?
The last time I saw him, it was about a year or two ago, but I'm not for sure like which month.
Okay.
He came.
But it's been a while.
He came to the house and he just wanted to see us, and usually he doesn't do that because he has his stuff. And he said he was like you know how you would do with your son, you would like punch him barely at all.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he was doing that to me, but he he has an arm around me and started to squeeze me, like, around right here, near my neck. And I couldn't breathe, and I told him stop. And he probably didn't hear me, or he didn't want to. And then I pushed him off me, or tried to at least.
Okay. That's been a while.
That has been about 2 years ago or so.
Okay. So last night you got up, or you went to sleep at whatever after midnight, somewhere around midnight. After you got off your phone with your friends, was it your phone or your iPad that you talked to them?
iPad.
Okay. Is that at your house?
Yes.
Okay. You were talking to them. Is it on your Facebook? Is that how they contact you on Messenger? Okay. What is your Facebook address? Or your name profile? Right. Okay. You were probably one of the last ones awake. Tell me about this morning. What time did you get up? How did you wake up? And that kind of thing.
When Brooklyn said, like, she walked around the house, and when she came back, I was asleep, and I heard her screaming and saying, Mom and Dad, and I opened my door because she was right there. And then she kept on saying, Mom and Dad, and she stopped because she was crying, and then I ran downstairs, and I tried to open the door, see if it was open. And it wasn't, so I went in, like, forcefully to open the door, and
that's the door inside.
The inside door.
Right.
And I saw Mom on the bed, and I didn't see Dad, and there was blood everywhere. And then I started to walk around to see if, like, she was alive.
Okay.
And then I saw Dad in the bathroom.
Okay.
And Caitlin come, like, to the door, and she started to, like, lose it. And I told her not to come in because there's glass.
Okay.
And I didn't want her to, like, move and touch her and stuff.
Right.
Because I know that's what you're not supposed to do.
Right.
And I just touched her foot to see if there's any warmth or a pulse. And she was cold. Like, ice cold.
Okay.
And then I turned around, and she, like, went back because she was, like, trying to calm down. And I went to go see Dad, and I touched his arm, and he was cold too.
Okay. Okay. And then you went from there. Did you go outside?
No, I see, like, the door, like, it smashed in. There was a bullet hole in the door, and I turned around to see, like, if anything was missing. And there was nothing missing. Nothing was, like, touched besides, like, when they was fighting or whatever. And I went back out to, like, get the dog because Lulu, our smallest puppy, she was in the house, and I was trying to get her away.
Okay.
And then, like, Brooklyn was outside. She was calling the cops and, like, her, like, family and stuff, because she, like, that's the only family she got to go to if they were dead. And Caitlin went outside with her, and I tried to, like, get her, the dog, to go outside, and I went outside to see if everything was alright, like, if anything else was, like, took or anything, and there wasn't nothing.
Okay. When you went into the room, you had to force the door open, inside door.
Yes.
Okay. And who was in the room already? Caitlin?
Caitlin didn't come into the room only a few seconds after I went in and I saw.
Okay.
And then she started to, like, go back and forth in and out the door because, like, she couldn't believe what was
right. Sure.
happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
did you notice you saw the door that in the bedroom that had a hole through the window and the other glass was shattered? Did you notice the door open or close? Did you notice?
That I saw. It looked like the door, it was shattered, the glass was on the floor. I couldn't go over there to see, like, what really happened because I had no shoes on.
Right.
And I looked at the door, like, from afar, and it looked closed and locked that I can see, but I wasn't 100% sure. and then I saw the bullet hole in the other side.
Okay.
And I didn't want to look at my mom,
Sure.
like her face.
Sure.
So, like, I made sure if she was alive or not.
Right.
And when I went outside, I tried to calm down Caitlin and Brooklyn.
Okay. Yeah.
I
You
was
said
at-
you were the calm one.
I was in shock
Yeah.
that I thought it was a dream, but
Sure.
it wasn't. And I tried to calm them down, and Caitlin.
Well, they were talking about how you were the calm one. Both the girls would tell me, like, I know you said you have anxiety, but you found some strength inside and was able to,
You're doing really good.
yeah, to try to stay calm and even just calm them, the older girls. It's tough, but
Brooklyn almost threw up that she was so upset, and Caitlin, she kept on like repeating, oh my god, they're dead and stuff. I was like, just Caitlin, go outside, calm down, I'm gonna see if Dad's okay. And like I tried to calm her down, and then she went to go see Brooklyn. And then when we both went outside, Brooklyn like ended the phone call, and she was crying, and I was trying to comfort them.
who was she on the phone with?
The first time I saw like her talking, it was the police,
Right.
and then the policeman came down,
Right. And then she called family.
and yeah.
Okay. That's tough, Madison. That's really hard. It really is hard. And I'm so sorry that it's happened. I'm telling you. It's a bad thing. No matter what happened detail-wise, it's a bad thing. But you've been really strong, and it's okay to cry. It's okay to be upset, and it's okay to hurt. It's very normal. So your memory of what has happened has been really, it's been good and helpful. Can you think of anything else? Any noise, any time at night where you were startled or thought you heard something, or?
I did hear some footsteps, but that was around like 11, and I would think that it was my dad probably getting a drink because it went into the kitchen.
Okay. But no yelling or anything associated with that. Okay.
I do know that when Cody got his stuff, he forgot. Mom and Dad took his gun. His gun is like a big, I don't know its name, but it was big, and it was black, and it had like a shoulder hold, and it had like a curved for the bullets, and it had a handle, and you probably have to hold 2 hands on it. And it was black, and it had holes where it would let out air so it wouldn't explode, and it was 3 feet
Okay.
long.
So you're saying your mom and dad got that gun?
Got that gun so that if Cody came back and hurt my mama again, he wouldn't find it. And
Where did they have that gun?
at my mama's house, she had it, and it was in her I think it was in her room, or it was in the back room where she doesn't really go. And she gave it to my mom and dad to take it to our house and make sure he wouldn't get it.
Okay.
And we kept it with all of our guns in their closet until we moved them.
Okay. So when was that she took that from your grandma?
It was before they got in a fight at their house, but
It was a couple months ago, you said.
yeah, it was a couple months ago, or maybe half a year.
Okay.
And I think a month or so before that, I think he slammed my mama against a wall, and she has back problems. And if he choked her and stuff, you could see the marks. That's when she went to our house before the fight happened. And she had bruises on her arms as well, right here. And her back looked purple where her spine was. And you can see the screws in her lower back poking out. And that isn't supposed to happen when you have that.
Right.
And that's when my mama told my dad or my mom, which one I don't really remember, who got the gun, and they brought it, and they told me not to like touch it, but they opened it to see what was in it, and I saw it, and I saw the bullets as well, because there was like things of bullets.
Mm-hmm.
And the bullet was about that long, and like, you know how like it goes, like a bullet, it would go up and like it would curve in and to the point.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looked like, and it was gold.
Okay. So that rifle that they got from your grandma, where was that kept in the house? You said it was in a closet?
In our house, it was kept in my mom and dad's closet, hidden behind stuff.
Okay.
And
who all knew that gun was there?
Me, my mom and dad, and my 2 sisters. But they told us not to touch it or get around it, because it could fire if there's something in it.
Right. Okay. So they did know that the gun was there. Okay. Any other guns in the house?
We have like our old like antiques, but that was for when my grandpa had it, and it was rusted, so we wouldn't even be able to use it. But we had BB guns, and those were like the only ones that would actually shoot.
What about that gun now? Where is it now?
Cody had gotten it.
When did Cody get it?
After everything kind of settled down, and Mama Jeannie, she got it back, and she told Cody that she needed his stuff to be out of her house in like so many days, or she would like, I don't know, like, and stuff, you know how that would work. And he, like a few days after I think she said that, he got the gun. And I do not know where he lives now or where the gun might be.
Okay, so he's had the gun for a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you think of any? Obviously, there's been problems with Cody and your mom. There was physical altercation with your dad and Cody. Think of anyone else that had an argument or an altercation with your mom or dad?
Not really, but our neighbors and the back where they, you know, when you go up the driveway and you see the force way back there, we saw the owner's son and stuff driving in there, and they talked about it, like, to see who they were and stuff, because we haven't met them yet. And they said it was okay to do that. It just started them at first.
Sure.
And they already had problems back there. They someone stripped the trees and took the bark stuff that's valuable.
Right.
And that happened. It kept on happening for a little bit, but like sporadically. Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's happened anytime soon, but that was about a year ago or 2.
Okay, no other arguments with them. Do you know their names, your neighbors?
No, I do not, but I know that it was an older man, about in his 50s, 60s, maybe a little older, and he had his wife and stuff, and he had, I think, 3 kids, and they had their own kids, and they would get on their four-wheelers and drive down that little path near our house.
Okay. But you said that the argument over the tree bark was over a year ago?
Oh, over a year ago.
Okay. And no other issues with them? No arguments or no altercations? No one else that you know of had called and made any kind of threats or anything to your mom or dad?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay. And you didn't hear any noise last night at all? No commotion, no yelling, screaming, arguing?
Mm-mm.
Your mom or dad didn't argue on the trip down to Florida that you know of?
The only thing, they just wanted us to help a little more because we had dishes and stuff.
Sure, yeah.
But it wasn't an argument. It was just
that's normal.
Talk.
Yeah, it's family stuff. Right. Okay. So let me make sure I got this right then. So you went to sleep after being on Messenger with your friends till whatever, midnight or so, somewhere around midnight. Didn't hear anything. Maybe heard footsteps like going to the kitchen around 11 o'clock, but no commotion, yelling, carrying on like that.
Mm-mm.
You went to sleep around 12:30 and didn't wake up, use the bathroom, weren't startled or anything. No dogs barking at all or anything.
Mm-mm.
So when you got up this morning, you woke up when Brooklyn was yelling and screaming and calling 911 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you ran downstairs. Your mom and dad's bedroom were the doors closed. You said sometimes it is, sometimes it's not.
Yeah, the only time that like they would ever lock it would be when they counted money, because they didn't want us like to know where it is. So if like something happened, we wouldn't
know.
Wouldn't know.
So you went downstairs. The door was closed and locked, and you forced your way in.
Mm-hmm.
You checked your mom, and then you looked in and checked your dad, and then you pretty much went out. And Caitlin had came inside as well.
I did went after I checked up on Brooklyn and tried to make him calm down. I did go back in there, and then Caitlin went in there, and that was when Brooklyn like already called 911 and we was on the way.
Okay.
I went back in there, and Caitlin was crying, but she was more calm.
Okay.
And
And the clothes you had on, or what you have on now?
yes, besides my jacket
Except
and
the
shoes.
sweatshirt. Okay. And you didn't have shoes on either at 1st. Okay. Okay. Did you, other than touch your mom or dad, did you touch anything else in the bedroom? Okay. Then you went outside with them to calm them down. They were on the phone. Officer Messenger when the police department arrived, and then a few minutes later, then the rest of us came.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. I want you to know that, regardless of association with whoever, it doesn't make it okay that this has happened. And we're going to really try to find out what's going on. We're going to try to find out what happened as much as we can. We'll find out facts based on evidence, and then we'll go from there. Okay? We'll work hard, and I'll stay in touch with you. I just need to know where I'll be able to stay in touch with you at.
If my Uncle Keith would let me like stay the night,
Mm-hmm.
I would be
I think they'll.
at his house.
Okay.
And I do not know their address, but I knew what street they're on and how to get there.
That's in Broadhead.
That's in Broadhead. And when you on the four-way, from Mount Vernon, and then there's Broadhead, and there's the other two different places on the four-way.
Let's see. So if you go from Mount Vernon, take a right at 150 to go to Broadhead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you turn, and when you go up there, you can after a couple curves, you can go to the Broadhead City where stuff's at, or you can go straight, or you can curve to someone's place.
Okay.
You would go down there, and you would keep on going on the main road until you see Bryant Ridge, and then you would go up there to Bryant Lane.
Bryant Ridge. Okay.
And then Bryant Lane is there. And the first house on the left is their house. But if I cannot stay there, I will probably try to go to my Uncle Mark or my Aunt Mary. But
Mark who?
Mark Denny, I think his last name is.
Okay.
And he lives right next to my Uncle Keith.
Okay.
So you'd be in the same
Area.
area.
And I don't really know where Mary's house is. I know where it's at, but I don't know how to get there. And if I can't go there, I think it's in Broadhead, or it might be in near there, Mount Vernon.
Okay.
And if I can't go to any three of them,
Yeah, I think they were trying to work that out too.
and if I can't go to any of them, I'll try to go to my Aunt Tammy's, and she's on the same Bryant Lane.
Okay, so all family up there on Bryant Lane, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else that you can think of that might give me an idea or help me with a motive of why someone. So far, what I hear you saying is they haven't really had any altercation. One a little bit with the neighbor over the bark or a four-wheeler, but other than that, basically an issue with Cody and him assaulting your mom and dad. But you haven't seen Cody around in a while. Hasn't shown up in anything unusual been happening at your house?
Before we went on the trip, someone stole our B's trash can. And then when we got back from our trip, there was a big dent in our mailbox, and there was trash up our driveway.
Okay.
And
you didn't notice anything going or taken from the house at all?
Not that I see of. The only thing that was a little suspicious to me was that when the door you came in, the officer first came in, the white one, the door handle was broke kind of. It was when you opened it and you would try to close it, it would go back in. Sometimes it would lock and won't go in, so you would have to turn it until it finally turned and pull it. And that would happen at different times.
So that has happened before, where it didn't latch properly?
That hasn't happened at all, but yesterday when we got back, that was the only time I ever saw anything like that with a doorknob.
Okay.
And no one had any spare keys because I'm the only one that has a spare key when me and my sister gets home.
Okay, so the only keys to the house would have been yours or your mom or dad's.
But when you come back from vacation, nothing other than the doorknob inside the house, everything just like
everything looked the same.
There was a pillow almost to the edge of the kitchen. Was that there in the floor before? It was a little bit of blood on that pillow.
I don't remember it being there, but it might have happened when I was in my room. Or...
There's nothing major, just a very little bit.
I think that happened, my mom usually washes stuff when we get back, and there was some blood on one pillow, but it wasn't that much. It was a couple drops.
Okay.
Because of a bug bite and scratching.
Whose was that? Whose bug bite?
I think it was my dad's because he had one about on his neck.
Okay. That makes sense, because I was going to ask about that, because there wasn't much blood on the pillow at all, just very, very little. It was toward the laundry room, so maybe she was going to wash it eventually, Okay. Well, you're in good hands here, and you'll be in good hands, I'm sure, in your family. You're comfortable going to your Uncle Keith's. Have you said anything to anyone about what's happened? Do you have a boyfriend?
Yes, I do, but I don't talk to him. He doesn't have a phone.
You have a boyfriend, but you don't talk to him?
We only talk when we was in school because he's not.
Oh, gotcha. What's his name?
Cager Dome.
Who?
Cager Dome.
Cager Dome? Okay. How old is he?
15.
Okay. Have you talked to him?
I talked to him last night, but we didn't really talk about much. We just said hi and stuff.
Okay. Where does he live?
I do not know.
Don't know. Okay. So have you spoken to Kendra Silva and October Kirby and Orion Copenhaver. Okay. And Cager is his name? What's his last name?
Dome.
Anybody else?
Not that I can think of. Maybe another person for only to say hi. Because there was a bunch of messages and I checked them.
Yeah, he says a group message or something. Okay. Can you think of anyone else that this could have been over? Or anything else that this could have been over?
No, the bad situations they were in was mostly because of Cody. And Cody, they didn't leave on good terms like that at all from their fight.
And that had been a while, but they still hadn't cleared that up then, basically. Okay. Okay. Well, we've already talked about, talking about things, and we'll be careful who we say details to, because we kind of don't want everyone to know details. Talking about what happened to you and, what you've gone through is good. Talking to the right people. But if anyone else calls and asks details, we don't want to share those, okay? You're having to go through a lot right now. And I want to encourage you to, I don't know what your faith system is like or what, and I'm not pushing that on you, but I am suggesting that, you have something that you rely on. And having a good family that's going to look out for your uncles and stuff, and your sisters are going to be there for you, I can tell, so that's good. But don't hesitate to share with them, things are going through your mind and your thoughts, and because you want to avoid more anxiety, and you want to avoid you want to be able to cope with these things, because it's not natural. Like I said, it's not a normal thing, so we need to do that without keeping it bottled up inside. And
The only thing after that happened, I made a new group chat, and it has all my friends on it, like that I'm close with. I usually try to talk on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
I told them that something bad has happened, but I cannot talk about it, and that
it's fine. It's fine, and they'll be reaching out to you, say, "Are you okay? What happened?" They'll start hearing. It's a small town. People will come up with their own ideas of this must have happened, and they'll say things.
It's already on the news. So.
Yeah, so they'll say this happened for sure. We know this, and even if they don't know, people want to know. People want to be included and involved, and they want to be in the know. It's a small town. People love to talk about things. So be careful of what you put any value on what people say, because you'll hear all kinds of opinions. That's why we want to keep what we know to ourselves right now. Because the only persons that know what happened, like I said, is us and you three girls, and who did it.
And if I do accidentally slip of what happened to my mom and dad, but not in detail,
right? That's okay.
I would ask them to not talk about it, and not tell anyone.
Saying it's okay to say my mom and dad have passed away, and something terrible has happened, and I don't know exactly. I think they've been killed.
Yeah, I told them
that's okay.
It was about my mom and dad.
That's fine.
But I didn't tell them what happened.
No, that's fine. Telling them that something has happened like that, that's okay. And I want you to keep that in. Sharing that with your friends, it's on the news. And it'll be on the news today at noon and at 6 o'clock. It'll be on the news. So people are going to know that. But the details are what I'm talking about. Details that people don't know, we don't want to share. Because really, it doesn't matter. It matters to us, so we can put some things together. That's
what he's saying. If somebody's out here outside in this parking lot,
what happened?
We're in this room. You know everything that's in this room, okay? All they know is you come out of this room. Unless you tell them, hey, there's a bottle sitting here, or you see what I'm saying? They don't know that. We just don't, why don't you talk about that? But, your mom and dad, they passed away. And, that's all we have to talk about, like you said. The stuff that you see that you want to know. Just keep that to yourself.
If I'm able to stay at my Uncle Key's, I'm gonna ask him to get all my dad's brother and sisters to come to one area, or most of them,
mm-hmm.
and to tell them.
Sure.
And
absolutely.
they will tell other people that wasn't there and their kids and
sure.
stuff.
Yeah, and that's normal. People, it's normal to question and wonder. It's normal for people to say, "What happened?" And you say, "I don't know, but the police are investigating it, and we're going to do all we can. We're going to try to." And what I want you to do is, I want you to say, "I'm going to give you my number here." Okay, so what I want you to do is, I want you to feel comfortable. Something may kind of click up a little bit later, that you may go, "Oh, I remember this now." Something else that you just hadn't thought of. Maybe not. But even if you think, it's insignificant, it doesn't really matter. That's okay, call me. It may not be significant, but it may be significant. Anything at all that you think of, that something you heard previously or that died or anything at all, don't hesitate to call. I'm going to give you my cell phone number, and you call at any time, and we'll see if we can't be there to help you, okay?
Am I able to go back to my house to get some like clothes?
You will be. Probably not right now, because they're still there, doing some work and trying to locate any kind of evidence that we can locate. Okay, so probably give them a little while before you can. It'll probably be after lunch, I'd say, before we're actually finished there. And
I was just asking, so like today, and my sister has my uncle's cell phone number because I can't put it in my phone, but she does, so I'm gonna call him and ask if I can stay there. And then
I think they're already working on that. I think they've already probably spoke to him already, and they're probably working on that.
Sister's over there. She's over there.
And so we're probably going to need a couple hours probably yet at the house, at least. So
Your other sister, we would call her
okay,
and let them know.
so we can say, hey, you guys can come on down now, and kind of handle it like that. But yes, anything else in the house, you'll be able to go get it, no problem.
Brooke said she left her sliding door unlocked, so y'all can go up the steps from the outside and access your rooms.
there's one other thing that I remember in the room that didn't really look right, is that if my mom did get like shot or something, there would be blood splatter on back there, but it was everywhere around the room. And there on the floor there were like footprints of a shoe that was like doing like in the blood, and there was blood everywhere. But there I know my dad's color of blood, and I know his blood type, and my mom's blood color and blood type, and I noticed there too, but there was like a different color, and like I've never seen that blood color before. Like it was dark, but it wasn't dark like my dad's.
So maybe it had been there a little longer, maybe dried longer, blood will change color as it dries. So if it's different levels or different times, so blood will have a little different shade and color to it as it dries.
Yeah, I've seen my mom's blood. Like she had like blood, and it was like on a piece of paper or something, and it dried, and I know the color.
Okay.
And I know my dad's because his usually stays dark if it touches anything, and that was his blood on the pillow, and I noticed how it changed colors a little. But I don't think that was just their two blood, because it did look like my dad, and the person did like wrestle, because he probably was in the bedroom with my mom because he wouldn't go into the bathroom without telling her, and he kind of had bruises a little on his arm.
Okay.
But it wasn't like really noticeable bad at that point in time because it was really cold outside and it came in.
Okay. So you think there was a wrestle between your dad and whoever was there? And you think somebody else may have been shot? Or injured?
My dad, like his face, I just saw a little, but there was blood in it. It looked kind of weird, like he got like clipped or something. But I don't know, like if that was just blood or whatever.
Okay.
He may have like got grazed by a bullet and it like went to my mom, or like it was just blood from like fighting. But my dad may have got clipped from the bullet, but I do not know for 100%.
Okay. Well, we're gonna try to see if we can put all those things together and see what happened, and then we're gonna let the medical examiner do a really, really thorough examination so we can kind of tell what kind of injuries that there were, bruising, whatever, gunshot, whatever those were. We're gonna hopefully have a really good detailed report that will substantiate what we think happened, and then we'll kind of follow up with it on that.
My dad, like, usually if he gets cold, I've felt him, like, to wake him up once. Like, he usually stays really warm. And when I touched him, he was ice cold, just like my mom. So it may have happened, like, right after I went to sleep or something like that, because it would take a long time for my dad's, like heat to be like that.
Right. I see. Okay, if you think of anything else, Madison, you let us know. This is my name and my number. And I think your sister's here, and I think Amy next door is kind of helping get that squared away with Keith. And so we can continue on. I appreciate you talking to me. You did great.
I can't lie. She did great. I can't lie, though. It's really sad for them to wake up to that. You know, nobody should see their parent taken from them that way. Both parents at the same time. It's just terrible. Really sad situation. Well, after they speak with the three sisters, they go and speak with, I think they call them Mamaw. Do any of you guys call your grandma Mamaw? Maybe, is that correct? Mamaw? Okay, well, they go speak with her and try to get a little more information about this Cody guy because they're kind of looking at him, you know.
There's not really good words to use right now other than say that I'm very sorry that this has happened, and we're going to try to do everything that we can to determine who is responsible for what's happened. I turned this on because I forget and I don't write very well, so I don't hide it. I wanted to let you know I'm recording just so I can go back and listen. Today's June the 8th, 2017 at 12:40 p.m. and this is Detective Loudermilk, and I'm speaking to. Can you tell me your name?
Joyce.
Okay.
Witt.
Okay. What's your birthday, Miss Witt? Okay. Miss Witt, are you the grandmother of Caitlin?
Yes.
And Madison?
Yes.
And Brooklyn?
Yes.
Okay. Madison Bryant, Caitlin Witt, and Brooklyn
Reynolds.
Brooklyn Reynolds, right? Okay. What nature was your relationship? Did you have a pretty good relationship with Char?
Yes. We'd spoken after my home burned.
When did your home burn, Miss Witt? What's your address right now? Let me get. Okay. You still living there?
Yes.
Are you living in the trailer?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a cell phone number, Miss Witt?
Yes, but I just got it yesterday.
That's okay. We can get it in a minute. Get some air on you right there, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Miss Witt, when's the last time you spoke to Char?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. 4 weeks ago, about 4 weeks ago, I stayed all night at their house. I don't know if it's even been 4 weeks ago.
It's okay. 3 or 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, I stayed all night with them.
Okay. Did they have any trouble or problems with anyone that you know of?
No. And when I stayed there, everybody was happy. They were.
Anyone at all that they've had trouble with? Arguments, fights, anything? Neighbors, family, anything?
No.
Where did Char work?
She didn't.
Where did Mr. Bryant work?
He was working for a company, and he'd taken off. They had been working on their home.
How long has he been off?
Oh, over a year.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how long.
How were they living? How were they getting by?
He had a 401k,
and then did he cash it in?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know. The start of it was my grandmother gave my daughter her home, and that was sold. It sold for a lot of money over $80,000, $90,000. That's how they bought the other home. And they had been, Henry had been working. And that's how they got what they got.
Okay. Let me ask another question. Was there issues between she and Cody?
No,
Okay, no issue.
not like that, no.
Was there an
No,
assault?
I don't know
Was there an assault that happened between she and Cody?
That was no, actually, it was between Cody and her husband.
It was between Cody and
Henry. Yeah.
Cody and Henry.
Yes.
Was anyone charged or arrested for that?
Well, eventually, I think Cody was, but it was more of a family thing.
Okay.
It wasn't anything. It wasn't anything. I shouldn't have called the police. I should have just let them finish fighting. But and by the time the police got there, it was all over with.
Right.
And everybody.
Was anyone injured?
No, not really. Cody more than anything.
Okay.
Cody was injured more than anybody because Henry pushed him through my glass door and Cody's back got glass all in it.
Now let me ask you. You guys that watch Killer Couples and watched that episode years ago, I think it was in 2020 of this. Don't run over there and watch that just yet. Watch my series first. But those of you that went and watched that remember this case, you didn't get this on that case. You didn't get all this background information. Like, oh, really? I mean, they were just like, well, I ain't going to say the whole story, but they didn't say all this. There's so much more. Oh, we got so much more.
If anybody was injured, it was Cody.
Okay.
Tara, she hobbled around with her knee, but they pretty much worked Cody over with that, but...
What do you mean by worked him over?
They pretty much worked him over. Henry pushed him through the glass, and then Cody was holding his own with Henry, and Tar jumped into it, and
Cody's a big old boy.
Well,
but Cody got the bad end of that one.
oh yeah.
Okay.
In every way imaginable. That's the reason his sister,
Right.
I know she felt bad about Henry. Nobody wanted to write any kind of reports, but they, I think more than anything, the hospital costs and stuff.
Yeah.
I think the police there kind of,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it pushed it further than it ever should have went. It should have never went that far.
Well, anytime you're dealing with domestics, that's a tough situation because when you have family stuff going on, but
there was no hatred between Henry and Cody. Henry didn't want to go. Tara went in the ambulance.
Right. So after this happened, did they ever make up?
Oh yeah.
So has Cody been back down their house and hanging out with them lately? Do you know of?
Well, no, because Cody got in trouble over a prescription that the doctor had given him, and he was seeing. I don't know, is it probation? I don't know the difference between probation and parole now.
Okay.
I think it's probation. He was seeing somebody. I can't remember where it was from. He's trying to work. He's trying to spray houses and trying to work and going back and forth with that. And he got kidney stones real bad.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctor had given him a prescription. And he had it. Everything was fine with it. But he switched over to another probation officer, and then he said no. So I don't know.
Okay.
One said fine, and the other said no, and then
Where's Cody working right now?
I don't know. As far as I know, I heard that there was a warrant on him, so I don't know. I don't know. And when I called his phone, I haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Okay. When's the last time you talked to Cody?
Oh gosh.
Been a while.
Let's see. He stopped by the house, and
When was this?
a week or two ago,
Okay.
because I was in the camper. He stopped by, said hello, pretty much, and he was gone. And I don't know where he's living at. I don't know.
Where was he living at?
He was living up here at this trailer park up here.
In Mount Vernon?
Yeah.
He's not in Berea?
No, not that I know of. She lives there.
Who's she?
Michaela, his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend.
They broke up?
As far as I know, truthfully, I'm not sure.
So you didn't show them a little bit ago where Cody was living in Berea?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, just asking. Some girl said that they'd been with you and you'd pointed out where Cody was living in Berea. So that's not accurate.
No, Michaela has got a place. Oh yeah, Cody would stop by to see Michaela, but
Where's Michaela live?
I'm not sure now. I'm not sure if she's still in Berea or not.
Where was she living in Berea?
You go towards Berea.
Mm-hmm. On 25?
And there's a car lot there on the left-hand side.
Okay.
And you turn left, and you go down that street, and it was the house. If you count that one at the top of the hill, I count back, it's because I could see that one. It wasn't that one, it wasn't the next door one, it was the next door one.
So you turn left just past that little car lot?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's like third house down?
No. It's more than that as you go that way, because I don't know how many, but you pass the church. I know the church was on the right, you pass the church. I'll say it's the next to the last one down. It's a duplex.
Okay.
It's a duplex.
Okay.
That's what I call it.
Yeah, duplex apartments.
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't know whether Cody's there or not? You don't know?
No.
Okay. But Michaela was living there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if she's still there or not.
Okay. What's Cody's number?
I don't know.
You said you tried to call him and he didn't answer.
No, it said that the phone was shut off.
Okay.
The last phone number I had for him.
What number was that?
I don't... Well, it'd be on my other phone because I didn't even put it on this one.
You don't have Cody's phone number on your phone?
No.
Your own son's?
No.
Because it's a bad number?
Because it doesn't work.
Okay. You don't know your number?
Well, no, actually I don't. I just got this phone day before yesterday.
Okay.
I had to have my phone shut off because I couldn't afford it. I didn't have insurance on my home. I should have, but I didn't.
Yeah, your house burnt. What happened to that, you know?
I had the state trooper from London come and check it because I just had, they had, the heating assistants had helped me.
Okay.
With the electric bill, $407. And
wow.
It was for over, it was for over 2 months worth.
Okay.
And they'd help me with that. I got it turned on that day. It's the 24th of January. Well, 23rd of January, actually, is when I got it turned on. And then somebody called after 1 in the morning and said there was a fire. They came. They said 40% of it. They left. They stayed about an hour and a half. They left. Somebody called in again. I don't know, a couple hours later. They came back. They stayed about 4 hours the next time. And
was this the black guys after Cody that did this?
What black guy?
The black guys that Cody owed money to. Look, I know Cody. I bought dope from Cody. I know what Cody does. I know Cody very well. Okay, I know that Cody was in debt to some guys in Lexington, and I know that Cody was hiding from him for a while. And I ran into Cody not too awful long ago, and I like Cody. I don't dislike Cody. I don't agree with what he's done or what he's done in the past. I don't hold judgment against him. I don't like go looking for Cody Witt all the time. But I know what Cody does. Cody's a smooth operator. Every time I run into Cody, he's got $3,000-$4,000 in his pocket. So I don't feel sorry for Cody for not having anything, because Cody's always got money, and I know where Cody gets it. But we always assumed, and I talked to Cody, if he wanted help with that, we always assumed that the guys that he owed something to up in Lexington were the ones that come down and burnt the house.
That's
You don't think that's the case?
Well, that's not what the state trooper said.
The fire detective?
Yes, because I called him.
Did he say it was a normal cause?
Well, this is what he said.
He knows more than I do.
He told me that people got paid to say what happened. That you could call somebody and they would do that. But that he got paid. His job was to say, was it criminal or not? That's the way he said it to me.
Was it criminal or was it not?
He said no. He said it wasn't criminal. But basically, it was the wiring.
Oh, okay.
I just put in a new...
No, that makes sense. I can't question him. He's a professional at that.
Well,
I don't know.
Truthfully, I had noticed the hall, the light in the hall blinking on and off at times.
Oh, yeah.
I really didn't think that much about it. I should have, but I didn't. And I had insurance. I've had it for over 30 years.
Oh, Lord.
But I thought it was a bulb. Honestly, I did. I didn't pay that attention to it. I've had...
Well, you never know. I mean,
I've had fireplaces in the house.
Did you find his old number, Darn?
No, I don't have Cody's number. Well, old number?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I didn't even put it on this phone. I don't even have it on this phone. Contacts. No. See, I only got a few, and that one isn't even. I don't even know who that is.
What number do you have for him, even if it's old?
I don't.
Oh, you don't have any number for Cody?
No.
I thought you were looking.
Oh, no, it's not on this phone. It would be on the other phone. It's plugged in the battery.
At your house?
Yeah, at the camper.
Okay. Do you know any, Miss Witt, do you know anybody in the world that would have done anything?
You said, no.
Anything at all?
Not to Chara. No.
Chara or him?
No.
Or him?
No. But absolutely not to Chara.
Okay.
Nobody.
Okay. Do you know did they owe anybody any money? Did anybody accuse them of owing them money, having money, taking taking drugs, pills, anything?
No. Chara and Henry didn't do that. No. That's no.
So they didn't have anything to do with Cody's operation?
No.
You're certain about that?
Yes, because they say completely separate. That's...
Never did have anything to do with that?
No. When they were at the house, Chara was talking about, the argument was over some four-wheelers. And I don't know if Brooklyn's daddy had said he'd participate in paying and stuff for four-wheelers. Cody had four-wheelers there. He had a couple of them there. And one of them was Michaela's little boys, is what it was. And I don't know, Chara and Cody didn't agree on the price. Cody said, she wants me to give them to her, and I ain't going to give them to her. And that's what it was all over. As far as I know.
Now, tell me about.
I really didn't know what.
Tell me about the gun that you had given. Originally, given to Chara. That Cody wanted.
The gun. Yeah. Her daddy's gun.
Was it her daddy's gun? What was it? A rifle?
It was it's a shotgun. It's a shotgun.
Was it a shotgun?
Yeah, it's a shotgun. It's got birds on it.
Okay. So it wasn't...
Now, I got a gun. A friend of mine...
Do you still have it?
No. A friend of mine is an expert hunter.
Okay.
When we were in the service together after the service, our family always did. They were people that liked to go out and hunt.
Right.
And Cody's daddy did. He liked to hunt. Well, she kept on me and she was at anything, a fisherman, everything. She had all these. She got bears. She's in the.
So what about this gun?
Well, she said something about going hunting with her.
Who's she?
My friend from in the
About going
service.
hunting with who?
With her.
With Shara?
No, with her, Cynthia, from the service.
Oh, okay. Who's going to go hunting with her?
Me.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not no hunter, and I can't run and all this stuff.
Right.
And she'd been bear hunting.
Okay.
She had a stuffed bear.
Where's the gun? That's what I'm asking.
I bought the gun to go hunting with her. We were playing. We were
The shotgun?
No, that's
The other gun?
Yeah.
What kind of gun is it?
It was a AK-15. The man said it.
It had the banana clip and that kind of thing. Like the curved clip for the bullets.
Yeah, plenty of.
Yeah.
Plenty of. In other words,
right.
No matter what, if it keeps running at you, you can keep on shooting.
Absolutely.
And it will kill whatever it is.
Absolutely, it will.
Okay. I bought that, and I had it at the house.
Okay.
Well, Cody wasn't in trouble then, but I couldn't have, I couldn't have guns, and he was talking about...
Because he was a felon?
Well, he come to stay with me.
Okay.
That's...
Been a while.
Oh, yeah.
So what did you do with it?
I took it to Chara's because of Cody.
Right.
And then when Cody left...
You went and got it?
Right. I got the gun back.
Okay. Where is it now?
I don't know. When, after the fire, when I was looking through,
Yep.
the gun ain't there. There's a lot of things that aren't there.
So, did you report that stolen?
I haven't reported anything yet. The whole heating
So you noticed that the gun was gone?
Well, it's not there.
Right. So you noticed the gun was gone. It's not there.
No, it's not there.
Right. So you noticed the gun's not there. It's gone.
The gun's not there.
Right. But you didn't report it stolen.
No.
Who do you think got it?
I don't know. Same people that got the...
Who knew it was there?
Well, I wasn't there.
I mean, no one's going to walk into a burnt house and look for something unless they know something's there, I would think.
Well,
who all knew the gun was there?
That's what I thought, too. But
I mean,
I thought they was, truthfully...
Yeah.
The brand new heating and air conditioning system.
Who knew the gun was there? I'm not talking.
That's gone. Well, I mean, that's how it went.
Right.
It went.
Right.
I had a boat sitting there. It's gone.
Who knew the gun was there? Who all knew that there was a gun involved? Or there was a gun at your house?
And nobody.
Well, obviously somebody did, because you give it to Shara at one time and then you went to get it. So Shara knew.
Well,
so Henry knew.
I put a picture of my husband when he was in the service on Facebook.
Okay.
And then when I got that gun, I put a picture of it on Facebook.
Okay, so anybody who looked at your Facebook could have seen it.
Yeah, and then I thought, I'm living here by myself.
Right.
Bad idea. So I took the picture off of Facebook.
So a lot of people knew you had a gun. But did you have it hidden?
I had it in the shift rope.
Okay.
That's where it was.
And so it was hidden.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't just out. No.
Right. So someone had to know that it was there to look for it, at least. Did Cody know you had it?
No, he no.
How would he not know?
He would have thought it was gone.
But did he know that you had a gun at one time there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But you haven't seen it in a while?
No.
Okay.
No. Actually, it was there at the house. See, I left because of my electric bill and stuff. My electric was turned off.
Right.
Okay, so I went to stay with friends.
Okay.
And that's where I was. And the house was there, and I didn't have a car, any kind of a vehicle, and I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention. I was trying to get the electric back on, and I didn't look for it.
It's been gone for a while, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you
Actually,
can think,
truthfully, I couldn't tell you when it got gone because I didn't look.
if you can think of any, I got to get back out to the house. But if you can think of anything that could help us, don't hesitate to let me know.
You said that something about some black men.
No. That was about your house burning. Because Cody apparently Cody had owed some guys in Lexington. Okay, and the word was that he was hiding from them because he thought they were coming down here to hit him, and that's how it happened to your house. I guess. Look, I know what Cody does. I know for a fact what he does.
Well, that's
so. I'm not saying to do that right now.
That's not.
I'm just saying
thinking.
in the past.
Well, I mean, that's not what the state police told me, and I actually believe my house did burn.
Well, listen. I just told you that. I'm not questioning the guy, the fire detective. If he said it was not set, I believe him. Just because I hear that on the street doesn't mean that it's...
You looked in Tara's house, didn't you? You went in there.
Well, we're getting a search warrant for her house.
Well, I mean, no, you went in, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we gotta,
What did you find?
Well, we've not. I mean, we've not. I'll be honest with you. I can only base this on. On the girls. Your grandchildren. One is with Matt. The other two are going to go with Keith.
They wouldn't have been. They're off school.
They were home. They were upstairs, and they're unharmed.
They were there when this happened.
Yeah.
So they know what happened.
I don't know.
And that was an interesting observation by the officer. He said, hey, I don't know. I don't know if they know what happened. And at the end of day number 1, it was really odd to them that the girls didn't seem to hear anything. Let's listen.
What was really odd about this, other than we had several shots fired in a home, we had a struggle in a home, and we had 3 people that were inside the home that heard nothing. Each of them said they heard nothing. So that was odd. That struck us as odd that each of them said, I didn't hear anything. So we were very cautious and leery that is possible, to the point that we wanted to see how difficult it would be to maybe not hear a shot. So at some point later in our investigation, we actually we conducted an investigation inside the house and obtaining evidence, marking evidence, and trying to ascertain what had occurred. At the end of all of that, we actually sent detectives into each room, and we fired a shot from that bedroom because we wanted to hear a couple of gunshots from each of those bedrooms.
And they actually fired more than just a single shot. They fired a series of shots.
Detective Eric Moore. It's going to be a test fire of 5 rounds. I'm in the middle bedroom of Caitlin. The date is June 8th. This ends the test fire and a drop of a mirror from the bottom bedroom where the victims were located. The date is June 8, 2017. The time is 10:06 p.m.
At the end of episode 1, the investigation into the murder of the Bryants seems to have the detectives looking all over the place. While Cody would appear to have all the elements of a murderer, the detectives are concerned about the girls not being able to hear 5 rounds fired within the walls of their home. But that's not the only issue that they see. With the glass on the patio door appearing to have been broken from the inside out, the detectives aren't quite buying the initial story given by Brooklyn, as there doesn't appear to be any unlocked doors or alternative entry points into the home. And so in episode 2, the detectives push a little bit harder, and we'll be here to see that and more as we do an even deeper dive into the Bryant case. I'll see members in about 24 hours. Everybody else, hit that like button 1,000 times and leave about 500 comments, and you can watch right alongside with my awesome members group. We're saying to themselves, I got this. No matter what, I got this. All the rest of my awesome audience, let's get it. Like the video and put drop it like it's hot. And if enough of you do that, I'll fire up the grill. And I'll catch you again soon, right back here on They Called Me. Till next time.